Hello, everyone, and welcome to Return to Play. I'm Brandon Hodna, and today I am joined by Michael Brown from the Swarthmore College men's golf team. Michael, how's it going?
Going well. Thanks for having me on today.
Michael, you're calling in from Connecticut.
Yep, that's right.
How are things going there this summer?
Going well. I took a whole gap year, so I've been spending a lot of time at home, um, obviously practicing golf, keeping up with that. Um, and I took the time to really gain some work experience, build professional skills, and kind of maximize my time career-wise outside of the classroom and at home.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to kind of dig into what you were able to do to kind of build those career skills. Did you have an internship, a full-time job? What were you doing during your gap year?
Yeah, so well, first when everything was shut down, finished out the rest of my spring semester in 2020, um, and obviously spent some time at home with my family. Things like cooking, ping pong. But then I had a couple of internships. So from May till January of 2021, I worked at a golf company, actually a junior golf hub, as a business analyst, and I loved it there. It was awesome work. And I was fortunate enough to stay on for almost half a year. After that, I did a marketing internship at a tech startup, which was a good experience. And I also did a SWOT Works project for an alum in March. And yeah, in addition to all that, I took some data analytics courses and really kind of helped me hone in on my interest, which is really like sports and business analytics. So yeah, I was happy to have all that experience.
Very cool. So for you, you're going into your last year of college. What's your dream job after you graduate?
Yeah, like I said, something hopefully in the sports industry. I'm really interested in business and data analytics, and kind of having a background at Swarthmore with economics and psychology gives that good combination of numbers, thinking about how people think, and um, I think it's an adaptable field of study. So yeah, that would be the dream job for me.
Awesome. Very cool. Um, so Michael, going back to March 2020, um, I'm trying to remember, did you end up leaving for your spring break trip, or
Yeah.
yeah, tell me what happened March 2020 when things started to shut down for you.
Yeah, we did. That was wild. So we were actually in Orange Lake, Florida, literally like right before everything shut down. Um, so we barely got our tournament in, tied for first place in Florida, which was great. But the whole time we were there, things were totally about to change. Almost no one was in the airport. First people wearing masks. We were all like, "What is this going on?" Very few people at the resort we were staying. So yeah, everything kind of changed there. A very pivotal point. So we played the tournament, came back home, everything got shut down. I actually thought like, oh, 14 days, yeah, people will stay home, the virus will die down, we'll be able to go back. But yeah, obviously that didn't happen at all.
Yeah, definitely. And then so what was it like for you finishing out the rest of the semester virtually? How was that experience?
Yeah, obviously not the same as being in person, a bit of an adjustment. But I really think that the faculty at Swarthmore handled it well. Zoom fatigue is definitely a real thing. So being able to pace yourself was really important. Um, Not being around your friends, not being around my teammates, that was tough. But yeah, a small adjustment, some challenge there, but it was all right.
That's good. Um, in your 3 years of classes at Swarthmore, is there one particular one that really sticks out to you as like, hey, this has been one of my favorite classes in my time at Swarthmore?
My junior fall, I took behavioral economics with Professor Bonneau, and I really liked that class a lot. Like I said, I'm a pretty analytical thinker, a numbers guy, and that's like the perfect combination of econ and psych right there. Two fields of study that I'm continuing with at Swarthmore. So it was interesting, like to be able to quantify the way people behave and what their tendencies are. It was just all interesting, and yeah, I really enjoyed that class a lot.
I know you said that you did a lot of um, kind of professional development during your gap year, as far as internships and the like? What about time for golf? Were you able to find time to keep, to get out on the course? I know I'm sure a lot of courses were closed for a while. What was it like trying to keep your golf game up to par?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. First few months were very strange in that, at least in my area, all the courses were shut down March and April 2020. So I wasn't able to practice outside, on a real course much then, but I had to get creative. I actually have a putting green at home
Hmm.
that I've had for a few years, so I was able to practice my short game there. Also got a full swing net, so I set that up and was able to get some video feedback on my swing that way, which was great. Um, and yeah, so I was able to do that. And then once the courses opened back up, golf is fortunately one of the safest sports to play in a pandemic, so I was able to do that. Um, keep playing there. Also, keeping up with workouts. The golf team got a bunch of body weight sets from Chris, which was great to keep up with. Very important in golf just to maintain distance, maintain stamina, and also mobility so that you're moving efficiently in the golf swing. So now that things are opened up, pretty much back to normal in terms of my practice, on the course, in the gym. And yeah, we're all looking forward to getting back to normal here.
That's great to hear. Is there a particular moment or memory that you can think of from your time on the Swarthmore men's golf team that's one of your favorites?
Yeah, I have two. One is individually, one is team wise. So individually is actually my first tournament at Swarthmore. I happened to shoot my personal best. I shot 68. Had never broken 70 prior to coming to Swarthmore. So surprised myself. And most importantly, our team won the event that week. So it was a great start to my collegiate career. And then as a team, in 2019, the last time we played in the Centennial Conference tournament, didn't end up winning, but we were right there in contention the last day. And it was just so exciting. And we're all supportive of each other. That's what we work for. That's what we kind of have been gearing towards the entire year. So that was very exciting and definitely a great learning experience for me and for everybody.
Well, you're a member of the 100 Birdies Club at Swarthmore, pretty elite company there. What is one of the strengths of your game that you would say? Is it the short game, the long game? Where do you feel like you thrive?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say for me, I really kind of thrive on short game. I like just hitting all the different types of shots. You need to use a lot of judgment, but yeah, I've always loved short game. I've always been a good short game player. And recently, I think something that helps me a lot is my mental game. Being able to bounce back from making mistakes and having a lot of resilience. So I've definitely worked on that recently in my game.
That's good. I know for me personally, I hit one ball into the woods and I'm done. I'm like,
It's so hard to put it all together. It
yeah.
is.
Michael, you get to play on a variety of different courses. As a member of the Swarthmore golf team, some really great ones on spring break trips, but also a lot of really good local ones. What are some of the favorite ones that you've gotten to play on in your time on the team?
We have played, yeah, a number of great courses. And actually this fall we're playing 3 events at courses the team's never been to. So it's going to be really exciting. I have a Pinehurst flag in my room here. So we, in 2019 in spring break, we got to play Pinehurst #2. Not for a tournament, but that was just awesome to be there. Like one of the best golf places in the world. And then locally, we've played the Ace Club, which is pretty close to us. That's just always a spectacular course. It's in great condition, long, fast green. So that's a great course that we play locally too.
Awesome. Would you say of all the courses you've ever played, outside of Swarthmore, is the Pinehurst one the best one that you've played on?
Yeah, it's up there for sure. When I was competing in tournaments before Swarthmore, like in high school, I played at Innisbrook in Florida, where they have the Valero Open, I think, on the PGA Tour. So that was very tough, but it was a very scenic course, and that was fun to play.
Awesome. What are you looking forward to most about coming back to Swarthmore after being away for a whole year and a half now?
Yeah, definitely just being back in person, being around my teammates, my friends. It's been just weird for the last over a year now. Having Zoom meetings with our teammates and just connecting that way, sending each other swing videos, stuff like that. So very excited to get back with everybody, get in the flow of things. Swarthmore, you feel like every day is just so productive. And I'm excited to get back into a schedule and also just be back in the classroom, being back surrounded by peers where everyone's just really talented in many different ways. Having those discussions in the classroom, that's what makes Swarthmore great. So yeah, all the above.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Swarthmore Athletics Podcast. If you like what you heard, please subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, and share it with your friends.